What's up, interwebbers? The big sexy evil himself, Stray13 here with another edition of Bring Back My Show, You Dirty Bastards. Today I'm going to be talking about Frisky Dingo. This show was amazing. It was on Cartoon Network, and I don't think anybody gave a fuck. Like, the only people that really liked it were people that knew what good shows were. I mean, we had stupid shit, like, at a time where we had Assy McGee and 12-ounce Mouse and all that shit. We had Frisky fucking Dingo, and people didn't watch it. People didn't watch it, or something, because, like, I mean, I know that Studio 7030, split up, but this show was amazing. And a lot of people just, I mean, it was so funny, and you could quote every little fucking thing. Like, I mean, this was a show that was, like, made for people like me. Like, the 25 to 35 crowd, stoners that live in their parents' basements, whatever. This show was amazing. It was about a not-so-good superhero, not-so-bright superhero named Awesome X, and a supervillain named Killface. And this here is Killface. And it's about their feud. And what it is basically, Killface has created a weapon of mass destruction called the Annihilatrix. The Annihilatrix, basically, when it's fully done, it's going to jettison the Earth directly into the sun. The only problem is, he's a supervillain on a budget. So he sends out a bunch of postcards that say, "Welcome to you are doom," and I don't have the postcard anymore. I was going to show you the postcard. Well, I suck. Okay, anyway. He sends out a bunch of postcards instead of, doing, like, a regular supervillain thing. And Xander Cruz has, Awesome X, has killed all of his supervillains. So, they come across, Killface, and he's like, well, hey, I want to start selling action figures of Awesome X and making Awesome X a brand. So I'm going to fight Killface. And Killface is like, what the fuck? Because Killface is kind of an idiot. He's pretty, actually, like, he's kind of charismatic. But again, he's just a complete moron. Xander Cruz is an absolute complete moron. He has a girlfriend, Grace Ryan, who is like his Lois Lane, except for she's just as crazy as he is. He's constantly cheating on her. There's so many awesome characters in this show. And, like, the show's not even about being superheroes, because he really doesn't do a whole lot of superheroing. He has a group called the Exticles, and they're, like, these guys in these badass power armor suits. They kind of look like Master Chief or whatever, and they're just a bunch of idiots as well. And they do most of the crime fighting for Xander Cruz, or for Awesome X. And so, like, everybody's like, oh, your superpower is you're basically a manager? You manage the Esticles? But, I mean, there's so much more to that. Killface has a son who's, like, this little gender-confused, sexually screwed up kid named Simon. Simon doesn't talk. Basically, he just... But everybody understands them on the show, but, obviously the audience doesn't. Let's see, what other great characters? Oh, there's Watley. Watley was the first attempt at a supervillain. He was Xander's assistant, and they gave him crab claws. And throughout season 1, he starts developing eye stalks. He develops a relationship with Killface's indentured servant Sin, who's a blue-eyed, bald-headed black cyborg. Let's see. It's just so many awesome characters. I mean, like, season 1 is basically just Xander trying to convince Killface to be his villain by signing a contract so he can release action figures. But along the way, they both get, like, he hits, Killface gets blinded, and they both end up needing each other. And he convinces Killface that his name's not Xander Cruz, it's Barnaby Jones. And they go on this adventure. And I know this sounds like a fucking fever dream, but it's actually hilarious. And it just goes from there. I mean, now season 2 is about Killface's run for the presidency. There's the end of season 1. I'm not going to tell you because, as always, Banned from the Video Store is spoiler free. But Killface ends up running for president, which pisses off Xander Cruz, so he starts running for president. And I'm not fun, political humor is not my thing, but there's absolutely, like, for something that involves the presidency and Republican and Democrats, there's, like, no political jokes in it at all, which is fucking hilarious. And there's an introduction to new characters. Old characters are brought back and they're different, but like because of Xander Cruz or Killface, and it's just a great show. And they should have. I mean, somebody should have done it. Somebody should have kept it going, because season 2 ended on such an awesome cliffhanger, and I can't tell you what it is because I want you to see it. But, and I don't do spoilers. But, we're never going to get it because 70-30 split up and they started Archer instead. And Archer is kind of like the spiritual successor of Frisky Dingo, but not nearly as cool. Well, anyway, this is Stray 13 from Banned from the Video Store. I hope you enjoyed another edition of Bring Back My Show, You Dirty Bastards. And, follow me on Twitter at Stray 13. Add me on Facebook at facebook.com/Banned from the Video Store. Check me out at Space Monkey Mafia Studios, and I'll see you on the interwebs.